Hello all and welcome to the first official Mute podcast. We're happy to have you all here for the start of it. And as our first guest, we have the one and only Lucky Luke.
Thanks for having me here, Kev.
Happy to have you. So today we got some cool topics to go over. We're going to be talking about the CDL, talking about some football, talking about the coronavirus, talking about a possible back-to-back win for Dallas Empire.
Oh, that's a big one.
And then maybe some TikTok later in the show, if you guys stick around for that. So we're going to get straight into it about Luke. So how did you get your name, Lucky?
Well, at first I was Paradox. We were friends back then. But Paradox, I just thought it just didn't seem right anymore. So I was thinking, what are some good names? So I came up with a few. I came up with some stupid ones. If you remember Lucifer, that was a stupid one.
Yeah, I do. It wasn't very original. So Lucky is, I like the ring. I like the, Lucky Luke.
So I was thinking, I said Lucky to you, and at the time you were doing GFX, and you still do a little bit. But you did one, and you sent me one with Lucky on the skull, and I was like, oh, that really fits. So ever since then, I've been named Lucky. So hopefully I can
that's
fit.
Really cool. Yeah, and what games do you play at the moment?
So at the moment, of course, it's Modern Warfare. There's no other games that really matter to me at the moment. And used to play a bit of Fortnite, not so much anymore. Still like to play some Overwatch, though. That is a game I still like to go to and have fun on.
Yeah, who's your main, would you say, for Overwatch?
I've played probably the most time on Genji, even though I'm terrible with him.
Yeah, Genji's a high skill character. That's pretty cool. So, on Modern Warfare, what is your favorite game modes and stuff?
So mostly whenever I play the CDL mode, just because I feel like I like rank modes within games. I don't really play casually. I just like playing competitively. So the CDL, obviously, it's Hardpoint, Dom, and Search and Destroy. Out of those three, it's probably Search and Destroy is my favourite, just because snipers are more versatile there, so I can use them more.
All right, sweet. And about you, tell them about yourself.
Well, obviously, I'm year 11 in the UK. I'm 15. Hope it... to do more. Trying to become a streamer, streaming on YouTube, sorry. Lucky, by the way, if you want to go subscribe. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. How long have you been streaming?
So at the moment, it's been 3 weeks. And I've been actually trying to keep to a schedule. Some days I haven't been able to because of school, but most of the time I have been keeping up to the schedule. So...
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Congrats to you. I know it's really hard to keep up to schedules sometimes. I know myself going off my schedule awfully when I was a streamer. But how many teams have you been in before Mute?
So I was the founder with you actually for Team FPS. We were in that team for a while. Or clan maybe. But that fell flat. And then I got into this team, this clan called Hex, which fell apart because they had really not that really good owners. And then after that, I was just not really in many clans and stuff. So, and then you started Mute and it will pop in, so I decided to jump on board.
Yeah, sounds good. How did you join Mute? How did that come about?
So obviously it did help that we were friends a lot. But myself, I was trying to get back into streaming, doing YouTube and stuff, and Instagram. But I kind of wanted to be in a clan, and I was looking out there, and really, Mute's the only good one out there. Free promotion there.
Wow, that's a big statement there, buddy.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah.
So podcast. It's nice to meet you. My name is Kevin. I haven't really introduced myself. My Mute name is Mute Kevz. I'm the CEO and founder of Mute Clan, as well as my boy Fade. Check him out, Fade2X on Instagram. I think that's his name. He changes it all the time. Yeah, I really started Mute because I was inspired by other clans, and I've been always wanting to just be a leader of something great. And I got big dreams for this team, and I don't see it flopping like FPS did, and Moros. What were we thinking? what the hell is that?
So, what I wanted to ask you is, does Mute have any big things coming up? Like, I've been seeing there's a teaser for a new thing. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah. We're gonna be bringing out some really good content in the future. We got like a roster video coming out that's gonna be as high quality as we can. So that's why we've been delaying it a little bit, because we've had some problems like rendering and stuff. So we've had to delay that a little bit. Just trying to get it ready for you guys to see it. We can't wait for you guys to watch the video.
Have we got any scrims coming up? Obviously, I know, but I want to just let the podcast know. So if you want to tell them,
yeah. This weekend you can come support us. Go to COD Esports Tournaments on Instagram. We're going to be in that tournament this weekend. I think we're in our first round. We're against Poetic Behavior. So if you guys come support us in that match, it would really mean a lot. Also, we're in the Dynasty COD League. If you want to go check them out, I'm pretty sure I'll be live streaming those on Mute Kevz on Twitch. If you want to come support the boys.
I also stream them. If I'm commentating or playing, I still stream it. Yeah. So.
All right, sounds good. We're just gonna have streams here and there. I'll let everyone know. If you just stay active on the page, you'll see them coming up on the story and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any other questions about Mute?
Let's think here. So, what categories of games does Mute specialize in?
Yeah. So, as of right now, we're mostly focusing on Fortnite, Modern Warfare, Rocket League, and Rainbow Six. We're also starting up a CS:GO team, and I'm looking to maybe get into the LOL world and the Dota 2 world, because those markets are so huge. I don't know why we'd miss out on it. Mm-hmm. So maybe not right now, but in the future, that is definitely a venture that Mute Esports could be taking.
So, Kevin, if there are anyone listening right now and they wanted to join, what steps do you take to join the clan?
Well, obviously, there's the simple, just DM us. If we really like your content, really like you as a person, like your vibe, we might set up a time that we can maybe run some games together. Not personally me, probably, but maybe some of our players. And we can maybe check you out, recruit you from there. But if not, maybe grind for us, use our hashtags, Mute TF up, and like Mute COD if you're trying to get in the COD team. Yeah, just use our hashtags there in our bio and on most of our posts. That is a great way to get recognized. Tag us in your posts and stuff. Just get us to see your posts.
Yeah. So, can we talk about the upset that happened last weekend?
Oh no! So
let's start from the start. Like, what were your first thoughts going into the event?
So going into the event, I thought, wow, FaZe is going to get the first back-to-back win after their home series victory in Atlanta, which was the first team to win a home series.
Yeah, I thought the same. I thought the same were
at their own city. I thought FaZe had it in the bag for sure, but in the semi-final round at Atlanta against Rocker, FaZe did have a challenge. They were 2-0 down, and then they reverse sweeped, just like Florida did in that semi-final too. Against
well, a lot of people are saying now that Rocker are FaZe's kryptonite, which I say is, or at least GodRx. He pops off against FaZe. Like everyone talks about Selly and being MVP, popping off all the time, but GodRx versus FaZe just pops off. Like he goes insane.
Really just Rocker's FaZe's kryptonite. That's exactly it. Rocker just got unlucky last home series, I feel like, because they... Oh, my TV turned off. Apologies.
Well, anyway.
Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, I can hear your voice.
Okay,
yeah.
we're all good. Sorry about that. So yeah, Rocker really was just owning FaZe in that Atlanta home series. Then FaZe pull it out the bag, Simp and Celium just popping off as everyone expected. The GOATs just pulling it back for FaZe, pretty much on their own backs, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Abizi did also pop off. Actually, no, that's not true. They all did pretty well. But I'm saying Celium definitely deserved the MVP, and just behind him, I'd say Simp.
Well,
sure.
Another upset of last weekend was Optic Gaming. They actually got some points. Well,
yes, Optic Gaming.
A lot of people said after this weekend they changed their roster up because they weren't playing that good. Like, they have a legacy to uphold, and they just wasn't. So after they beat LA Gorillas in a reverse sweep, if I'm right.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, and then who were the other team they beat? Do you remember?
They also beat, I want to say Paris.
Nah, Paris weren't there.
No.
Wait, Rocker.
Rocker.
Yeah, Rocker.
Like Rocker. Yeah.
Saying about Rocker, that's why I couldn't think of it, because they played so good against FaZe. Like, they wouldn't have lost to a really low team. That's why I can't think of it. But another thing, I feel so bad for Prestini, or Florida at least.
Because they got 3-0'd by FaZe.
Yeah, but I'm saying they lost Prestini. He was ill. He didn't have a chance to play. They had to. Well, they did have a good sub. I'm saying their sub is sick. Their sub were actually all right. So I'm thinking
his name or
no, Envo or something. I can't remember.
Okay.
But he played sick. I'm guessing he's going to be in their starting roster from now on. So
I do feel like it was slightly unfortunate that FaZe got knocked out by Rocker, and then Rocker went to the final and lost to Dallas, because earlier in the tournament, FaZe 3-0'd Dallas Empire.
Yeah.
So I feel like if FaZe got to the final, it would have been a FaZe win, to be honest.
Yeah. I just think Minnesota Rocker are just FaZe's kryptonite. If Minnesota Rocker wasn't there, they'd win it. It's just, for some reason, Rocker, when they play against FaZe, something just clicks in their head. It's like,
yeah, when Celium died on that Search and Destroy game in Piccadilly, my heart just dropped, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Because I was rooting for FaZe, to be honest with you. And when I saw that 2-2 change to 3-2 for Rocker,
it kind of makes an issue now, obviously, because FaZe and Chicago are on the same amount of points on the CDL. They're both on 70, I believe.
Not sure.
It's either 70 or 90.
I have the results.
It's either 70 or 90.
Minnesota won the first game against FaZe, Hardpoint, and Azir. 250 to 221, so a really close game. Search and Destroy Gun Run, Atlanta won 6-4, so Minnesota is still carrying their own, even when they lost. Domination in Hackney, 180 to 130 by Atlanta. Jeez, that's not as close. And then Hardpoint and Ramaza in the game that would have won FaZe the semifinal. It was 250 for Minnesota to 247.
Yeah, I was watching that. Someone on the point, I believe it was, I think it was Celium, and he got like 4 kills, but then Minnesota Rocker just kept pushing because they had the spawn, and they ended up getting the hard point for those last, because it was like 5. Whoever got 5 seconds on the 5 seconds on the objective wins, basically. And Rocker, they just kept pushing because they had the spawn, and ended up just getting it and getting the points. So, like, I think, like, I shouldn't have. I thought FaZe were going to win that easily, but they didn't. And then it went to Piccadilly, and obviously FaZe just got absolutely demolished. Like,
yeah.
Was
they
didn't
6-2? Get demolished. It was 3-2.
3-2. 3-2. You alright?
What are you talking? Wait.
It's Search and Destroy. It can't be 3.
Oh, the last round?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the overall game.
No.
Yeah, it did finish 6-2 in Piccadilly.
Yeah, 6-2. Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sorry, I'm just looking for the Nate Shot quote so that we could talk about that maybe.
so obviously, talking about the CDL, we can talk about the new Call of Duty update. What do you think about Warzone?
Warzone, I wasn't a big fan of Blackout, and subsequently, I'm not really the biggest fan of the new game mode. To be honest with you, the Battle Royale. I haven't played the new Plunder game mode, but what I've
I
seen
haven't
of it,
played Plunder either.
I don't think I'll be a big fan of that either. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I've played a bit of Warzone, and I actually kind of like it. It's kind of different to Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4,
I
obviously.
like the Gulag idea. I think
Yeah, that bit's sick. Like, that bit is sick. Like, a new mechanic like that, it's just freshening up the Battle Royale scene. Like, that's what they had to do with Blackout, and they never did. So, so obviously the next CDL is Dallas. Do you think Dallas can go back to back?
Wow. Honestly, sorry, who's playing there? Do you know? Let me check.
I know Chicago is. I know Dallas is. I think Paris is. A lot of S's.
I'll get that to you in a second.
Yeah. Well, I think Chicago's gonna win because Dallas have played Chicago so many times, and Chicago comes on top every time.
Doesn't look like Atlanta FaZe is going to be there.
So the next time
Seattle,
Atlanta FaZe
Paris,
plays is
Toronto,
Chicago,
Minnesota. Honestly, out of all those teams, I feel like Huntsman will take it. They've had the time to rest, maybe get ready for the next home series. Yeah, I can see Minnesota maybe taking it. If Minnesota can beat Chicago in the third game of the home series, then I feel like Minnesota could take it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, this puts FaZe kind of in a bad position because if Huntsman end up winning the Dallas one and then it goes to Chicago, FaZe are gonna have to beat Huntsman and win it just to make it so they can get the head. Or Huntsman's gonna have to lose to someone again, like they did last time to Florida. So,
do you think that Toronto or Gorillas will be able to pick up any points because they're both bottom of the standings with only 10 points, with LA Optic getting 20 points last home series?
Well, to be honest, Gorillas, obviously they changed up the roster last time, and obviously it was done within, I think, a week, so they might have not had enough time to practice, meaning they may have not been like coordinated that much, but they've had they've had a bit more time to get coordinated and work as a team. So I don't know. I feel like they probably get some more points if they can fix the kinks that were in their armor before. So, and then who else were we on about?
Toronto.
I haven't really seen any of them. Not gonna lie.
I think the one game that they won was against Chicago. If I am correct.
Not gonna lie, Chicago seemed to not fluke a lot of things because that's when you do a good thing.
They didn't.
They seem to choke a lot of things.
That was a lie.
Against Florida,
Toronto Ultra's only win was in the first, the launch weekend against Seattle. So they haven't picked up a win since launch weekend.
Yo, can I just say, I thought Seattle were gonna pop off because I was watching the stream and it was Seattle versus Gorillas, and Octane went 35 and like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this man's gonna pop off and he's gonna do sick. And then I think it was Dallas just shut them down. Like, Crimsic just shut him down. Like, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, dude. Toronto, like, that's not a good streak for them. Not getting a win since launch weekend.
So, do you think CDL could be obviously this is a mad topic in the media right now, but I was wondering if it could happen to the CDL as well. You know how like football has been postponed, like some matches. Do you think any CDL might get postponed from the coronavirus or COVID-19? We should say.
If a player, I believe, gets infected, then I think the whole thing could be cancelled. But if the situation keeps getting worse in the United States, then I think they might have to start doing the CDL tournaments at least behind closed doors.
Yeah.
So without crowds, because in Italy, for example, all public events have been cancelled.
Or they'll do it online. Maybe they'll do it online. Because obviously it's a lot easier for Call of Duty players just to do it online. Like football, we can get into that a little bit, I think. Football, obviously, last night, tonight, Arsenal versus Man City was postponed because Arsenal players are having to self-isolate from going into contact with the Norwich manager who has the coronavirus now. So,
really?
Yeah, they're in self-isolation. They can't play. That's why it got postponed
Norwich
tonight.
City manager has coronavirus.
Oh, yes, that's what we're in the news. I don't know if it's over-exaggerating or something, but apparently, yeah, and that's why Arsenal players have to self-isolate.
Wow, I haven't heard that. But I know that this weekend on Friday, I was supposed to go to a Paderborn versus Fortuna Düsseldorf game, and it is now being played behind closed doors because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And I think the first ever player to get coronavirus just happened today, as a Hannover 96 player, which is an old Bundesliga team. They just went down to the Bundesliga 2. One of their players has the coronavirus and has been sent to the hospital.
Yeah, the coronavirus is a mad thing. Like, obviously, I don't think it will affect us that much, but like, if we give it to our grandparents, they're effed. Like, they're gone.
Like, if we get it, we won't have a high mortality chance.
Yeah, because like us, we have such an immune system; it'll look like a cold.
So, well, we'll still feel the symptoms, but it won't.
Yeah.
It won't get to be as bad as like, your lungs shutting down, unless your immune system is already compromised.
Well, I'm just hoping they shut down schools. That cool.
Well, in my area, it's the highest region of coronavirus in the whole of Germany. So
Germany's not actually that bad though for the spreading. Like, we had 8 new cases today, just today, that have been testing and had a case, and it's up to like 300 and odd. So, yeah.
Wow.
So it's actually up to 465. So,
wow, jeez,
just in the UK. And then in America, they have 1,000 and odd, and if you look at how many have recovered, there's only been 11 people who have recovered from it, and then they've had 15 deaths. So less people have recovered from it than died.
Where's that?
I don't know, just in America. So, because I was looking at the news today, and it was saying about it.
Wow.
So, yeah, so it's a bit of a mad thing, coronavirus. It's funny though, because as soon as the coronavirus started showing up in the UK, Liverpool started to lose. So
yeah, Liverpool loses to Watford 3-0.
Yeah.
Wow. Watford, the team that got battered by Man City earlier in the season. What was it? 8-0, 9-0,
I can't remember.
9-1.
It was high though. I can remember that.
Wow.
But I have to say, Liverpool really don't have to win much. They've basically already won it.
Yeah. Statistically, I think they're about to win it.
Yeah.
Because Man City losing to Man United this weekend changed everything. And wow, what a game. Did you see that game?
No, but if you want to talk about it, I want to know.
Yeah, Man United won 2-0, scoring one goal, I believe, just before half time or so, around the 30-minute mark or so. and then they scored the second like right in the last kick of the game.
Yeah.
It was a even match. De Gea playing pretty well. I wouldn't even say Man City played awfully, honestly.
Yeah.
But I believe it was a free kick that turned into a goal, right? Like from Anthony Martial. Yeah, it was a beautiful chip over the defense, just onside, played beautifully onside, and went back right into the back of the net at the goalkeeper's near post. So maybe you could blame the goalkeeper for that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a good goal and a good play. Honest.
Well,
Um.
do you ever play FIFA?
Yeah, I used to, and not recently, but
Yeah, I haven't played it since it came out,
I'm
really.
looking at. Oh, yeah. The second goal was scored by McTominay. McSauce. The goalkeeper
McSauce.
throws it out quickly to try get an attack going in the last like couple seconds of the game. McSauce runs to it and gets a beautiful kick on it. Scores to make it 2-0. Last kick of the game.
Yeah. Well,
Bayern Munich have made all their games so they're going to be behind closed doors till like April.
yeah.
So they won't have any fans at their games till April, and
yesterday, yesterday and today, PMs have been meeting to talk about the coronavirus. And one of the meetings were about sports, the other about education, others public transport, stuff like that. Because basically, you know how Italy's really bad right now for it.
Yeah.
Italy have said if they would have like closed their borders, would have put everyone in self isolation, like 2 weeks before, like when it first started, they would have been fine because now they're fine. It's barely spreading. So I don't know if we're gonna try to like reflect what Italy says and try to like keep everything under control. But saying that, I don't know how that'd affect my education. So
yeah, I have been told that my school will turn to an internet school.
Oh yes, and, my teachers, if they're off with the coronavirus, they have to record a video with their phone and then play it in front of the class. And then if we all go off, we have to watch the videos at home and do the work at home. So yeah,
that's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, like our school came up with the idea, but it's funny though because the tripods they got, so they could like attach their phone and record it at home. they came during lessons, and we looked at the box. It was made from China. Great idea. Yeah, no, you can't get it from stuff. Luckily, like if you could, we'd all be gone because everything is made in China mostly. Ugh.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts about some have you got any players from? Did you watch Dallas play?
Not really. I watched Rocker. No, I watched Seattle, I think, versus Dallas, and obviously Dallas like played really good against Seattle. But to be honest, I never thought Dallas would win this one because I remember watching their first game. I can't remember who they were against, and they didn't look too good. And then,
Dallas didn't do very well, and then they just came out of nowhere and did. I believe they won it.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah.
Was it launch weekend or was it London? I think it was London, right? I'm thinking of London. I think.
When
they won the home series.
No, they won the last one.
No, but I'm thinking about another one.
No. Dallas. That's the only one Dallas has won. Chicago won London.
Yeah, you're right.
And then home series, no one technically won. Like the first one, no one won.
Yeah, launch weekend.
It was like there was loads of finalists. That's because all 12 teams were there. So it was so no one won because FaZe and Chicago were unbeaten until Chicago lost to Florida and FaZe lost to Rocker, obviously. So there is no team right now that is undefeated. So
yeah, that makes things interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
So do you think how CDL teams have a coach like FaZe have Crowder? I think it is.
Yeah.
Or is that how you pronounce it? Crowder?
Who? I don't know his name, to be honest.
Well, he always gets a mention when they're coming out. Like, I remember Atlanta Courage went were shouting all their names and stuff. But do you think a coach really helps that much? Because like, I don't get how can someone teach you what to do in Call of Duty, and it's just based on your own
When
skills.
you're already like the best.
Yeah, like I don't get. I don't really know what a coach does. So
well, he's probably just honestly, they're probably just there to like help them.
Well, I remember.
I hate to say it, but it's probably what they're for.
Apparently, a lot of the times, they talk about they have to like make sure the team's all right, like emotional support and stuff, making sure there's no egos, like getting rid of egos, stuff like that. Which I think Crowder probably does really well because like Sim, Abizi, Celium, you'd think their egos would be massive, especially Sim.
That's the only way that I could probably see FaZe falling off of the high throne is if egos get in the way and they clash. If the team clashes and the chemistry goes, I could see FaZe. You could see FaZe.
But then you have to think.
That's possible.
You have to think though. Like Sim, all he was doing, or all he has been doing, is boosting up Celium. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Really, all he's been doing is boosting up Celium. I think because of Sim, most of the reason that's why everyone is like MVP when Celium comes on, because Sim just seems to always push him up. So
Celium is.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like
Celium is a goat.
Yeah, Celium is a goat. Yeah, he does pop off. I will admit that he does destroy sometimes.
So, what do you think is going to happen with Euro 2020? Do you think that's going to be cancelled?
Well, I think all major events might get cancelled. Well, my mom and sisters were supposed to go see James Arthur today. Yeah, and
okay, I feel like someone has just intruded into Luke's room, but so
yeah, sorry about that. My sister.
Euro 2020. I can't see Italy playing because they're not public events.
I believe everything's gonna get postponed. Like, you know how Eurovision, I feel like that's gonna be postponed. That's supposed to happen soon, isn't it? So my Yorkshire tone just came out mad there. So I feel like Eurovision's supposed to be like is gonna be either cancelled or postponed like for so long. And then the Olympics probably because Japan have started with it. So
have they?
Yeah, they've had new cases like for the last week. They're not growing that fast, but to be honest, if they keep testing people, I think it will because of their population.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's quite a few people in Japan, and especially if it outbreaks in Tokyo.
No, if it goes into a weeaboo what are they called? Conventions. That's concert? It. Yeah. No, I was about to say concert. If it goes into a weeaboo convention, they're all screwed.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't. Cancel like Gamescom because I went to Gamescom last year and that was a blast, dude.
Where's the one this year?
It's in Cologne every year.
Cologne. Where the hell's that?
Cologne, Germany.
It's in Germany. Yeah. I might go. I don't know.
Every year.
I might go.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's in like this huge convention hall, and there's Ubisoft stands, there's Xbox, PS4.
What I always wanted to go to is E3. That's what I've always wanted to go to.
I want to I want to go to some of those American events. I don't think it's very fair that they're only in America though, because like
no, because
America's like its own continent. Like it's a long way over there for us Europeans.
I swear there's one where they like go around. I swear there was one in London. Because I remember watching the Sidemen, they end up going there.
I can't think of
Like
the name.
ages ago.
Maybe Insomnia or something.
Yeah, I think that were it. Yeah.
Is this Insomnia still a thing?
I don't know. It's probably closed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I hear that, though,
the
whenever
same
you just said that, for some reason, Toby's brand of merch popped up.
Ill Vision.
Yeah.
Hey, no free ads. No free ads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
if you would like to sponsor,
we have legit just
Yeah.
been we have legit just been sucking off Fizz. So let's be honest, right? Yeah.
Well, everyone watching the podcast, I appreciate you. And if you want to be appreciated by your controller, you should get a new wrap. You can get a new wrap or new grips for your controller at fatalgrips.com. And when you buy something off Fatal Grips, use code Mute Esports for a discount on all purchases.
Amazing.
That was really not. Yeah, that wasn't as smooth as I hoped.
Yeah.
I went to the appreciate thing, and then I said, "Well, do you want the controller to appreciate you?" And I was like, "That sounds weird."
Well, if you want power when gaming, go get Rogue Energy, and also use Mute Esports at checkout for 10% off.
Exactly.
Hey.
Exactly.
Epic. Yes. So let's just I got a few more questions for you. So what do you think is a good schedule for Instagram? Like post wise?
As of right now, Instagram is more about quantity more than quality to be preferred in the algorithm. So right now, 3 posts a week is really what you need as a minimum to stay popping on Instagram. Because on Instagram, it's quantity over quality.
I've been posting every day for this week. It's been
same.
It's been a bit weird, to be honest. Like having to not get up, obviously I'm already at school, but I mean get home and get a clip. But then you don't want to just put out shite, so you're there going, like, you're just there for ages trying to, like, get a shot and stuff like that. So, yeah. I was thinking, though, do you think if you get clips, should you post them to TikTok?
Well, Mute Esports does have a TikTok.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, we do, actually. Let me see how many followers we got. I haven't checked in a long time. We started it a while ago. Currently, we have 149 followers.
I feel like TikTok you could easily grow if you're posting a lot.
Yeah.
Like, if you're posting a lot of clips and stuff, you might be able to post. Like I know Kian, Mute Kevz, by the way, he posts on Instagram. Not Instagram, obviously, TikTok, and he actually does all right. So I was wondering, I might start uploading to TikTok.
So I have a little game for us. Now we're going further into the podcast. So talking about TikTok, I'm gonna go with this one first.
Okay.
So since I'm not trying to go against TOS, doing the kiss, marry, kill thing. Not doing that. I'd like to say I'm not doing that.
Okay. Yes.
We're doing carry.
Okay.
Revive. And kill in a game. Kill in a game.
Yes, I understand.
You have to say in a game so we don't get banned.
All right.
Okay.
So it's like saying no homo after stuff.
So no. So the 3 people, the TikTok creators. Addison Ray.
Okay.
Charlie D'Amelio.
Okay.
And Dixie D'Amelio.
Well, obviously, guys, I'm gonna just make sure you guys know this. I'm 15, so if I choose Charlie for one of them, I'm not a pedo. Yeah. So, I would say carry Charlie. Did you say Dixie as well?
Carry means you'd get like the most time together.
Yeah.
Revive means you're all right.
Yeah, so I'd revive
and then
Dixie.
Kill in a game means
The
You.
other one. I can't say her name, so
Okay. No. Say it again. Sorry. I didn't hear.
I'd kill the other. I'd kill the other one in a game. The blonde one. I can't remember her name. I'm gonna get
Addison.
roasted by some like 11-year-olds right now.
Addison. Yeah. The white knights of TikTok are coming for you.
The fucking oh jeez. The
white knights.
11-year-old army just coming. It's like the 9-year-old army that went after T-Series.
Exactly. No, 19-year-olds. 19-year-olds.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
We've all evolved now. We gained 10
So,
years.
who would you carry and revive?
Wait, I said I'd carry Charlie because she makes bank and she's the same age as me, and then I'd revive Dixie.
All right. Isn't she dating Lil Huddy?
Well, I live with a sister who is obsessed with TikTok, and apparently they broke up, and she's got a new boyfriend. That's what she told me. I have no idea. Yeah, and apparently she. This is my sister's words. She changed from having a new boyfriend.
She's changed, bro.
That is so deep. It's like 14-year-olds when they post those things like, this is so deep. Oh my god.
All right. Next one. CDL style.
Oh no.
Carry, revive, kill.
Okay, we'll actually do this in game.
In a game.
We'd actually do this game. Yeah? Alright.
Yes, this is actually in a game.
Yeah.
So, Simp.
Uh-huh.
Celium.
Uh-huh.
Oh. And Nade Shot are in your lobby.
Alright.
I know he's retired.
I'd carry Nade Shot. Yeah.
Actually, he actually came out of retirement. He's playing MW, he said.
Oh, is he? Well, anyway, he's popping with 100 views after. No free ad, but he is popping. Like, the new facility and stuff is sick. Yeah. But I'd carry Nade Shot just because he needs it. I'd revive Celium and I'd kill Sim just because it'd probably get me the most clout.
Okay, that's well.
I'm gonna become Dax and go like, yo, I'm gonna make clout into a positive term this year.
Wouldn't you make get clout for killing Celium? Because Celium's a MVP.
I mean, like Simp is someone who everyone knows. Like Celium, yeah, he's sick at the moment, but like Simp, he's been sick for years. So if you kill him, it's just such a different level.
That's
yeah.
True. So let me think of another 3 people.
Well, I'll have a question for you. Top 10 YouTubers of all time.
Wow. Tier list?
Tier list video. Let's go, guys. Second channel.
Top 10. Number 1, the GOAT, PewDiePie.
Okay, yeah.
Number 2, KSI.
Okay, so, yeah, big ones, yeah.
Oh, this is like overall. So this isn't just like people I like, or is this top 10? Oh,
top 10 you like top 10.
Oh, I like. Oh, PewDiePie, KSI.
So number 1's PewDiePie. Number 2's
so
KSI.
basic. Sidemen.
Yeah, I class that as a YouTuber. So 3.
Yeah. Wow, I'm basic. I need to look. Who's my 4th? I have like some of the higher ones.
We'll do 5 because like
5. Okay.
You can't count.
All right.
You can't think.
So my honest top 5 right now, Sidemen is my number 1.
Yep.
Cody Co.
Yep.
Maybe Nelk.
Uh-huh.
Leon Lush.
Uh-huh.
And PewDiePie.
Alright, cool. So is that in order?
That's my favorites right now. Yeah, that's in order.
Alright.
What's your top 5?
So number 1 that I watch every time he posts, Mr. Beast.
Oh,
Such a good one. Yeah, Mr. Beast. Number 2 would be the Sidemen, just because I watch them every time they post. Number 3, Nico.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah. Number 4. The only problem is I can think of loads, but I don't know where to place them. That's the one thing. Number 4 would have to be would have to be. I'm gonna say KSI's second channel because it's better than his first. It's better than its first channel because the content just is like.
That's facts.
Yeah,
He
it's
actually
easy.
uploads them.
It's actually in the uploads and it's easy to digest. So yeah, and then is it on to 5 now? Number 5. Someone I also watch, like I've probably have put the most watch time into over the last couple of the weeks, would have to be the Call of Duty League YouTube channel. I watched that like mad. So yeah, I've put the most watch time into them.
Okay, since we're doing tier lists, top 3 teams.
Top 3 teams.
Okay. Right now that you think are popping. Right now.
Number 1, Mute Esports, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. And then number 2, yeah, Florida.
No. I mean like actual organizations, not just CDL teams.
CDL teams.
Not CDL teams.
Oh, okay. So obviously we have us. I'd say we're popping like mad. Then probably number 2. They're not popping, but they're insane. Divided we fall. They if they started to post, they could probably grow like mad, but they only have like one post.
Okay. So I guess we're changing this to Instagram teams. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I was so confused what you're on about.
Yeah, okay, Instagram teams like top 4 then. Top 4.
And they either Devour or 99. I don't know.
So Devour then 99. My Instagram teams right now, obviously number 1 us, Mute Esports.
Yep.
And then 2, I'd say Devour, because they just picked up some fire players in some of the Sky guys. I don't know how that happened, but
did they merge?
Yeah.
Or did
No. Just like I think I can only remember Hoodie because Hoodie's a goat. And they picked up another person from Sky, and now the Devour roster is disgusting. And then Sailor Kevy hit me up and was like, "Yo, you want to scrim?" And I'm low-key scared. I'm not gonna cap. Their roster's looking nasty, but obviously we're coming for their spot. You know, we're next up.
Well, did you hear about
Hey,
okay, I'll tell you.
Number 3, not the last couple days, but in this like past few weeks, I'd say 999. Number 3. They've been making moves recently. I don't think they're strong competitively, and they're still dodging us for that Rocket League game. What's going on, 999? What's going on? We set up a date and y'all dodged it. Y'all didn't show up. So what's up with that? Y'all agreed to it too. I'm just saying, dodging. And my number 4 would be Divided We Fall. They're goated. They just need to upload. They're competitively, they're really strong.
I wonder if Divided We Fall would ever think of a merge, because that'd be sick.
Maybe
should have maybe
on a podcast, but
yeah. But anyway, I was gonna say something, but I don't know if it's fully true because I end up getting into a game with a 999 ex-player. And he said apparently one of their teammates were proper toxic and they ended up kicking loads of them. So I don't know if it's true, but I just heard that.
I've heard that the management in 999 is really bad, but I don't know if that's just rumors or actually facts. So that's allegedly. So I don't really know anything about it.
All right, so
I think,
should we go back to your first question that you were actually trying to ask? Organizations? Do you mean like 100 Thieves? Is that what you were kind of on about? Okay, top 3.
Is that a thing anymore? Yeah.
Number 1, 100 Threes. Okay, 100 Thieves. Yeah. Number 2, organizations that are booming right now. NRG. Definitely. Yeah. Well, no, I just like the players like Symphony and Mr. Savage M. Actually, no, did Mr. Savage change? Swear I heard something about
Mr. Savage joined 100
Oh yeah, he did. You're correct.
Yeah.
I think Symphony's moving over as well because of Brooke.
I could see that. Yeah, Brooks
Because of
in
Brooke.
100 Thieves.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Um,
As well. So 100 Thieves, probably not NRG anymore. Organizations, I don't really know any.
well, do you want me to do mine while you decide?
Yeah, sure.
So number one, I'd say Space Station Gaming. They just won the R6 World Championship, and they just came out of nowhere.
I don't know about that.
Swear, Space Station, they're a really small team. They just come out of nowhere, win the R6. They're not a small team, obviously. They're
No,
not
they
a small
aren't.
team.
No, they aren't. They were
But
relatively
this
amazing.
has helped them blow up a lot, I think. So Space Station number 1, 200 Thieves, that compound and everything, that's so dope.
Yeah.
3, FaZe.
Nah, because they're not popping.
Atlanta FaZe, bro. And the content they're
CDL.
releasing.
You didn't say CDL teams.
And even no. Yeah, but they own Atlanta FaZe.
Yeah, true. But then because you have to think because if you're doing that.
Yeah, but even then, FaZe Blaziken won the hype battle at CDL. Atlanta.
He's.
I've always liked Blaziken. He's just got such a nice vibe.
Good.
I didn't even know he had a TikTok.
Tell you, his TikTok's actually decent. Someone who's actually picked up his content right now is Logan Paul. After the fight, everyone thought, his career's over. Everyone were like, clown on him. No one clowned on him. But if KSI lost, everyone would be clowning on KSI.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way coming back from that. So,
yeah. I think it's the way he's replied to it. Logan Paul's just kind of given no cares to the loss.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably why he hasn't been clowned on. But did you hear that JJ will be releasing a new album in May and won't be boxing until at least next year, unless he gets paid a lot of money?
I feel like his album's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
obviously, because his first one, I feel like he was trying to think what type of rapper he is. I think he's found it now, so it should be good. But he's given a hint what one of his songs is. It's apparently someone who smokes and someone who is black. But I can't think of who that could be.
African.
I think everyone said Snoop Dogg. Yeah. No, and he said it wasn't Snoop Dogg.
Did he?
No, he said it wasn't Snoop Dogg. That's what he said. Because everyone's saying Snoop Dogg. So he went, it's not Snoop Dogg.
All American rappers smoke, so
Well, that's a bit generalising. Watch it be Logic, because Logic says the N word without even being black. So, yeah. All right. Well, we're getting on. We're getting on. It's nearly 60 minutes.
Yeah. We're gonna be ending this soon.
Yeah. Favorite song right now. One that always gets stuck in my head is City of Angels.
Yeah, dude.
That gets stuck in my head all the time. Just the first little bit, none of it. I don't even know the words to the whole song. It's just the first little bit.
To the devil for designer.
Yeah, that bit's just stuck in my head.
I see Joyner Lucas just dropped a new song. I might have to go listen to that after this podcast. But
well, to wrap it up, Kevin, it's been a pleasure to be on the podcast with you. Obviously, I'm hoping
I appreciate you having
on a bit more.
I appreciate having you on here. We hope to see you again. Maybe possible co-host in the future as we find out how we're gonna be doing this podcast. Maybe this podcast goes live, maybe it doesn't. But if you're watching this, we appreciate you. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video, please comment. Give us a word, Luke. Give us a word.
Comment spectacles.
Spectacles. Interesting.
Yes.
So if you've made it to the end of this video, please comment that. I appreciate you. If you do, I'll like your comment. Maybe even give you a shout out on the gram. Check us out. I'm Mute Kevz on Instagram.
Yeah, you are.
Kevz on Twitch.
And whilst we're doing promoting, check me out at lucky.mute.
Yeah.
I
was going to say, give yourself a little promotion.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Rogue Energy and Fatal Grips. Use code MUTE Esports, all caps, no spaces, for a discount while purchasing stuff on their website. Lucky, we appreciate you for coming on today. I say we. I don't know who we is, but I appreciate you.
I love doing it with you guys. Like,
yeah, all my co-hosts here in my room.
Yes.
All enjoyed having you on, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Hope everyone has a great rest of their week. Mute up, baby, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
#mute the F up.